Hello there, Lake County Library. This is Christy Lewis from the Lakeport branch, and today we're going to be talking about a book haul of brand new books to the Lake County Library system. We have some illustrated books, some history and biography, some mystery, some fantasy, some historical fiction, and some short story collections. So quite a variety today. You can order any of these books to arrive at the library branch of your choice, your home library, for free using our online catalog with the use of your Lake County Library card. Mendocino Library cards and Sonoma Library cards also work with our libraries. Definitely check out our website. We always have cool new features arriving for you that you can access for free. But for now, let's jump into the book haul. First of all, we have The Bakery Dragon by Devin, Elle, Kurtz. This is a picture book about Ember, a small dragon with an unimpressive roar. He fears he will never be as good at stealing gold as the other dragons. But after sheltering in a bakery during a storm, he discovers his true passion and the trade that will change his life. According to Kurtz reviews, the illustrations are a feast for the eye. The Bakery Dragon is also available on ebook. Next, we have The Man Who Didn't Like Animals by Deborah Underwood, which is a picture book about a city-dwelling Old MacDonald. There was once a man who loved his tidy home and who didn't like animals. Then, one day, a cat appeared. The man and the cat both liked napping and eating dinner precisely at 6. Maybe this one cat could stay. Next came a dog. Next, we have How to Know a Crow by Candace Savage. This illustrated nonfiction for ages 9 to 12 is about the ubiquitous American crow. Learn how to recognize crows, differentiate them from ravens, and what sets them apart from other species. For example, they are among the fewer than 8% of bird species who practice cooperative parenting. Our last illustrated book for today is Plants vs. Zombies, Zapped, which is volume 23 of the graphic novel series. In this volume, the besieged city of Naperville has a problem. There are just too many zombies. And, oddly, custard pies. The pies are nice, but heroes Patrice, Nate, and Crazy Dave will need to get to the bottom of the mystery before Naperville is zapped beyond recovery. Plant vs. Zombies Zapped has colored illustrations, and it's also available on ebook. That's it for our illustrated books. Now we'll move on to history and biography. And our first history/biography today is The Small and the Mighty by Sharon McMahon. This is a portrait of 12 ordinary Americans who didn't make it into the history books, but who nevertheless exemplify what really made America and Americans great. Sharon McMahon is known as America's government teacher to her audience on Instagram and Substack, but she's also a reliable guide through lesser-known corners of history, according to Kurtz. I actually really enjoy Sharon McMahon's Instagram and Substack. The Small and the Mighty is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Next up is Reagan, His Life and Legend by Max Boot. Drawing on more than 100 new interviews and thousands of newly available documents, a best-selling biographer tells the story of a Depression-era boy who captivated and transformed the nation, first as a film star and then as the 40th president of the United States. Kurtz calls it prodigiously researched, satisfying, and no hagiography. Reagan, His Life and Legend is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Last, for history and biography, we have John Lewis by David Greenberg. Based on interviews and previously unreleased FBI files, a professor of history at Rutgers University presents the definitive biography of John Lewis's journey from rural Alabama poverty to becoming a pivotal civil rights leader and a conscience of Congress, where he was a force for progressivism. John Lewis is also available on ebook. Our next genre is mysteries, and first up we have We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. When a private bodyguard finds herself on somebody's hit list, her father-in-law, a former London cop, comes out of retirement to find answers. According to reviews, it's a delight how the protagonists charm everyone they meet, even if the mystery isn't all that mysterious. From the British TV personality and best-selling author of The Thursday Murder Club, We Solve Murders is also available on ebook, e-audiobook, playaway, and in large type. Next, we have Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. This is book 3 in the Ernest Cunningham series. When a world-famous magician turns up dead in the days leading up to Christmas, all the suspects are masters of illusion and misdirection. Narrated by a Golden Age mystery superfan, mystery readers will find the series deliciously meta, according to Booklist. Stevenson's hot streak shows no signs of cooling, according to Publishers Weekly. Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret is available on ebook and e-audiobook. Our next genre is historical fiction, and our historical fiction for today is The Booklover's Library by Madeline Martin. It's 1939, and war has drastically changed life in England. Widow Emma and her daughter Olivia face destitution, but Boots Booklover's Library hires Emma despite laws against employing married women. When Olivia is evacuated to the countryside, Emma takes comfort in the friendship with her coworkers in the bookshop. That is, at least until the Blitz intensifies. The Booklover's Library is available on ebook. Our next genre is short stories, and our first short story collection for today is A Sunny Place for Shady People by Mariana Enriquez. This is a collection of 12 unsettling stories where ordinary people living in Argentina, particularly women, must confront terrifying and surreal encounters with the supernatural. Ranging from Lovecraftian horror to a more pedestrian horror, it contains stories about a ghost pandemic, the mysterious death of Canadian Elisa Lam, and more. A Sunny Place for Shady People is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. Next, we have my pick of the haul, which is The Restaurant of Lost Recipes, which could technically go under mystery fiction, and they're really more like vignettes than short stories. But regardless, this is book 2 in the cozy and beloved series of bestsellers originating from Japan. A father-daughter duo have reinvented themselves as food detectives, chasing down lost recipes and rekindling forgotten memories for their customers. Kurtz says book 2 delights in Japanese cuisine. I really loved the first book in this series so much, and the entire book group that I read it with came away with very positive feelings about it. The Restaurant of Lost Recipes is available on ebook and e-audiobook. Our last collection of short stories for today is The Man in Black by Elle Griffiths, which collects all of Griffiths' short stories into one volume, including ghost stories, cozy mysteries, and more, with gentle humor and excellent plotting. Stories follow the adventures of detectives Justice Jones and Harbinder Kaur, magician Max Mephisto, and Griffith's most famous character, forensic archaeologist Dr. Ruth Galloway. The Man in Black is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. And finally, we have our fantasy genre, and our fantasy for today is The Crescent Moon Tea Room by Stacy Savinsky. This is a cozy house historical fantasy about a family of witches living a peaceful, pastry-filled existence in late 19th century Chicago. The three identical triplets have been inseparable since the untimely death of their parents. Nevertheless, they're very different from each other, and their paths begin to diverge when they fall under a family curse. The Crescent Moon Tea Room is also available on ebook and e-audiobook. I'm actually just going to throw in one more book here because I have it here, even though it wasn't in the original plans. But we have Benita y las Criaturas Nocturnas, which is a bilingual picture book of English and Spanish for kids. I apologize for my accent. But yeah, the illustrations are really like whimsical and fun. There you have it. That's the whole haul. If you want to order any of these books, I will have the title names and author names listed in the description down below. So you can just copy and paste them directly into the library catalog. I hope that you enjoyed this book haul. Let us know if you have any thoughts or any questions, because we really love to hear from you. Take care until next time. Bye-bye.